Oh my God, it redid his. There we go. OBS just took your window and went whoop and shrinked it on me for no reason at all. Hello everybody, welcome to Formation Save. Yeah, this is the scuff stream as always because that's how we do it here. My name is Sean. I am one half of the customer support team here at Untitled Champions and your host of today with Formation Save. With me, I tried to kidnap him from his previous show, but I got Mars with me today. Woo.
Yeah, I am not the other half of the customer support. Whatever he said,
customer
I'm not
support
that.
team.
I'm just a guy who lives on this Twitch channel and hopes everyone pays attention to me. Hi.
Yeah, I'm the close neighbor who's here on vacation all the time. So I'm always kind of around, but never all the time. So welcome. So Formation Save, that is our show today. We are a bit different than other shows, whereas what our entire goal here is to help you, the player, make a formation and maybe make it better or help you build a brand new one. So what we're going to be doing is making a copy of your account, copying that over to my account, bringing it on stream, and then showcasing where you're stuck, what we can do to help fix you, and get you going and progressing, hopefully.
Yeah, this show is really cool. It's unique in that we have a lot of shows that answer questions, and we will do that here as well.
Totally.
But this show, we can clone your formations, your accounts, and then load that up and show you exactly how you can improve on whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Exactly. So it's a bit much more hands-on help for this one. So there are a couple of rules for this to kind of work. You can see them on the kind of the bottom. Hold on, I gotta check OBS really quick. Is it this way? No, this way. Down there. There you go. In that corner. What you want to do is we want you to make a ticket. So to make a ticket, there's a little question mark in the bottom corner. It says support. You're gonna hit this, open up the browser, or you can do it through the main menu and support through there. Same thing. In that ticket, the title of it is just going to be Formation Save, big capital letters so we can see it. And then in the kind of subject box below, just put in what you need help with. I'm stuck on a cursed farmer and I don't know how to get through it. Help me build my formation.
And include your Twitch name, please, so that we know how to address you.
Yes, we know who it is. Include, I'm stuck on the Dungeon Master Unlock adventure. How do I do it, right? So our goal is to kind of help you through that, build the formation, and get you through it. This won't matter for newer players, but the only kind of caveat for it is that you can't be in a Trials and Mount Team at Adventure, which is something much later in the game. So for the veteran players, they know this part. It can't be a Trials and Mount Team at Adventure. You can be in a trial, but not in the actual adventure. So so that's it pretty much. Those are the rules. How's your stream, Mars?
So now we're just waiting on things.
Yeah.
It was good. Dungeon Master's fun. Busted in good ways.
Ooh, that's good.
Very exciting ways.
Yeah.
This is from yesterday, but for example, the Tale of Two Champions adventure where you're only allowed to use 2 champions. Dungeon Master can be used for that, so you have 3.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then Dungeon Master's special guest star can force a 4th person in there.
That is
so 100% increase for allowed champions for that one.
That's cool. That's super cool.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's amazing. Also, Jordan, our mod today, rocking it always.
Thank you, Jordan.
Killing it. Just so great in the mornings.
Salem.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Salem, for keeping Jordan company. And Jordan, you're the best. Thank you so much. So say hi to Jordan. I see a lot of people doing this exclamation mark drop. We don't have drops on this stream.
Not a thing.
Yeah, not a thing. We did it once 2 years ago.
People were upset.
A year ago, I guess, at this point. A year and a half ago. Not the best, so we don't do it.
Didn't go great.
Yeah.
But we do stick to code. So if you do exclamation mark code
down below.
We'll always have a chess code for our shows.
Yeah.
This one is the one for this one is below me, the bottom right. But you can also get our Moobot to say it in chat by doing exclamation mark code.
Yeah. We don't have drops. We might revisit in the future. Never say never. But currently we don't have a plans for it. So. Looks like we got one already. So we got Belle coming in, of course.
Awesome. Thank you, Belle.
As always.
We can always count on you to fill the gap when we need it. Yeah. Thank you, Belle.
Much appreciated. We honor your work.
All right, so what we got here? It's newbie time again. Dungeon Master's formation is horrible. Yeah.
It really is. It's so
did you notice it's a roller coaster? From the cartoon.
Oh, God, man.
It's got to be. It's got the curves and everything. It's clearly a roller coaster.
I believe it. I 100% believe it. Dupuy and Pete and Justin, you guys are geniuses.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So Bell saying, please start a Dungeon Master free play and build a push formation for newbies with the following restrictions. Core champions allowed.
Okay.
Hitch, Kreidel, Dungeon Master, and Shaka allowed. Ooh. And other champions forbidden. Okay.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm the boss here.
Plus Shaka.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. That's fine.
Well, how would you feel about also potentially category, since category is also like accessible right now for people?
Yeah, we should be able to do like anybody in like the pack, right? So, someone was asking what's the difference between a drop and a code. So the drop is something that if a stream or something is doing that, it gets attached to your Twitch account and then you claim it and then it's automatically moved into your game. The code is something you have to input manually in the chest opening screen, and that's what and that'll give you the Electron chest. That's the word for it.
Yeah, it's different methods of getting a free thing in your game.
Yeah,
one method went over very poorly for us when we tried to implement it, so we just immediately stopped doing that and never did it again.
Yeah,
whereas the other one works phenomenally well, so we keep doing that one.
Yeah, it was also like when we did the Twitch drops, it was Twitch's first time on Twitch Drops 2.0. So there was a portion of that, and then there was some like stuff we kind of forgot. Time zones being the biggest one.
Yep,
it's kind of the biggest issue.
That was a huge one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. We cater to a global audience and sometimes forget.
Yeah. All right, let's close this.
Yeah. Since we were just talking about codes, could you also like take a moment just to like show, since we got so many new people, like how to actually redeem a code?
Yeah, of course. Let me. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to go running here. Dungeon Master. Start.
By the way, Sean's in control of the game. I'm just here for commentary.
I have the power. All right. So, oh my God, Modron, stop, please.
Modron, please.
This is not what I wanted. Oh God. All right.
Modron.
Yeah. I didn't realize Modron was enabled here. All right, come on. You're done. Go away. I don't want this. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna end this and start again. Just makes sense to start again here. I don't want to rehash all that stuff. All right. I disabled Modron. I can just jump in with a million things happening at once. All right. Dungeon Master, go. And we're off.
And we're off.
All right. So we'll just get a couple familiars out to kind of have some stuff going. All right. So we are only allowed core champions. So let's just get these all set up. Shara, Mance, Delina. Oh, not Birdsong. Go away.
Yeah, core plus current event plus Shaka.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. I didn't see Bell's response to whether we could use category.
Yeah. Hey, category's on a free code, so we'll throw that. We'll throw that in too. Yeah.
Everybody can get category now for free.
All right. Actually, yeah. So we'll showcase off the code entering first. So I think this code should work. Go to your chest screen.
It's pretty quick and easy.
Yeah. You get the little box here. Open the box. Ta-da! Code screen. You can copy paste, and then unlock.
You can also just type in directly.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Ta-da!
You don't have to spin the wheels of the cryptex, but you can.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do like so you do 12 cards. Conda for. Wait. I think I spelled it wrong. AKA head.
Bell says no to category as well as no to Evil and Instrix because there are going to be new players who don't know about those freebies.
Yeah. There we go.
That's a fair point.
It's a cool chest. Yep. So you type in the stuff. Yeah. Gotta forget about the Wakanda Forever code that Peter made years ago. That's still kind of hanging around. That's. All right. So, new core champions plus Hitch and event, right?
Yeah. Core champions, Hitch, event, and Shaka.
All right. Okay. So first off, what I like to start off is trying to figure out who our DPS is going to be. Right. So in most cases, we'll go with Joe Axel here because he is super early for DPS and really good in the beginning.
Don't forget, Sean, Jamila and Makos got some upgrades.
They did, actually.
Delina got an upgrade, too.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that then. Let's go.
Delina DPS.
Yeah, okay. So Delina's going to be our DPS. So now we need
3
tanks. Okay. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Actually, we can use... Let's get rid of Archon, and we'll move Jamila up front here. So let's see how this goes. Makos can be over here. Then we need Ooh, actually, we need to put... We don't want Dylan in here, actually. We actually want... Oh, man. Dylan... No, we don't get Dylan for this one. She's actually not very good for this formation at all. Delana, you want to be at the very back of the formation and have things in front of her giving buffs backwards to her. And with our current setup of champions, we don't really have that.
Yeah, this is just really hard to do for this particular shape.
Yeah. So we'll use Brunor, obviously, because Brunor, the tutorial dwarf, is very, very good.
Yep.
We'll just do this. Celeste.
So love Delana for the meme status, but probably shouldn't actually use her for this one.
Yeah. So get rid of you. Or actually put Jarlaxle here. We'll do this. Like this. Yeah, that's better. That way we can put Calliope right here. And then we have...
Does Jarlaxle have enough charisma for Hitch?
I assume so. 14? Yeah. So yeah, by Delano, here comes Hitch. And we also have Krydle and Shaka, right? Maybe...
Yes. So we should check to see what we get out of Shaka.
Yeah.
What celestial puzzles we get.
Okay, so human. This doesn't quite work that well, unless we. They all like everything works except for where Calliope is. Oh, that sucks. Because she only provides a column ahead of her, so in this way, Calliope is not actually buffing Jarlaxle here, which is what we want to have happen.
Yep. And Naeli's buffing Celeste.
Yeah.
And not Jarlaxle.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Shaka's not the best then here. All right, yes, we'll stick with Makos.
This is really tough because like if you're trying to use core, you can't use Naeli and Brunor in a good way in this formation shape.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally.
You can use either, but using them both, you really can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll actually, because Krydle buffs the columns in the back, right? So if we... where did Jarlaxle go? Oops. If we do this...
Yeah, because Krydle wants to work with Delana DPS.
Yeah, back two columns.
They're just both bad, so it doesn't work out.
Yeah. All right, this doesn't work here either, so we'll stick with Celeste. Okay, yeah. So I think we were good the way we had it before. So just like this. So that's going to be our starting stuff. So because Tyrell's up front, we're going to have him in wild shape. We want to be a big bear. That way he can be a tank. Jamila will work kind of pseudo tank here. Just kind of, you can also switch with Archon if you want an actual tank, but that's okay. And then we just had a free slot, so I guess we'll throw in Ashara. And we'll use Ashara to buff Elves.
Now, don't forget we're allowed to use the event champions too.
Isn't that Shaka, Krydle, and DM?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shaka is not so good here. Krydle doesn't work here that well for our core formation. DM? Slot 6,
You
right?
get gold fine.
Oh, yeah.
You get hit points.
Yeah, DM's going to be really good here, actually. We'll keep... For newer players, for the most part, you should probably just do the... where do you go this time? To keep him out of the formation, so you get more gold find. Yeah. And that way you'll get more favor, and then that'll build and build and build and build. So
increases for gold find are huge for newer players.
Yeah.
At the very least, just for affording more upgrades for your other champions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Calibre Street right here. Sorry. This guy should be here to buff Galactus. Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be your formation. So this way.
That is a workable formation. I still don't love Naeli here because Naeli's buffing Celeste and not the DPS. But otherwise, this is fine.
Yeah. Honestly, if you are a newer player and you're going to be doing that, you want to be kind of pushing for farm and for favor in this adventure, or sorry, in this event, honestly, use Shakas. Shakas is so clean. It's just so all bundled together. Yep. And super easy to use. So
if you care about adjacencies, you have so many options.
Yeah, you can make a lot, almost everything work in this one. Whereas Dungeon Master is just, it's fickle at best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
it's your experiences will vary pretty wildly.
Oh yeah,
it is, you could say, a bit of a roller coaster.
And that's the stream today. That's it.
And we're done. Thank
We're
you,
done.
Belle. Thank you for the one person we have helped today.
Yeah, that pun killed it.
Catch you later. I'm going to go to lunch early.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like, for a hard part, I think for a newer player, you're probably not going to, you probably won't get all this far in your unlocking of slots. So even if you just get to Nayeli, let's say you just have Nayeli and yeah, if you get you probably get about this far. So even just this will do pretty well for a little while. And then once you hit your wall, you reset. Then you can probably unlock Dungeon Master, and you push a little bit further, and then kind of rinse, repeat to kind of keep adding more favorites to get more champions, and add them in slot by slot. And then at the end,
for that matter,
hopefully
if you have the just very few champions, could we even move our tank back?
Yeah.
Even more. If you have very few champions, you can't even field a full formation anyway. You don't have to put your tank on the very front line.
Totally.
You could pull them back and then have everyone behind them, and thus you might be able to use Nayeli effectively in that situation until you've unlocked more champions. You're gonna run into this choke point of basically having to choose between whether you're optimally using Nayeli or Bruno or Celeste. But until you get to that point, you can move some people around.
Yeah. There is no good spot in this formation, I think, where you can use Nayeli, Celeste, and Bruno. Unless it's this. But even then, Celeste isn't buffing Joel Axel anymore. So, yeah.
So really, I guess our advice is, use Shaka's formation or even Kreidel's formation to get favor. Yeah. Don't use Dungeon Masters.
Unlock Dungeon Master, do his variants, but do not use this to push. Yeah. It's fairly difficult for a newer, smaller roster comparatively to someone who has all the champions unlocked. So, that's that.
Thank you, Belle.
Yeah. G-Dog's asking, was the special guest star code a hidden code or meant for an upcoming stream? No, that came out, we launched that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, okay, so that was not meant to be hidden. It's just that I was so stressed out yesterday, I forgot to talk about it. I just straight up forgot.
Oh, no.
I had it all set up on my stream to be a thing that I showed off on the screen and everything.
Yeah.
And I just forgot with everything else that we had going on.
Yeah, that was a day.
That was a day.
Yeah.
Stressful.
So that's okay.
That's not a secret.
Yeah, we're here now, though.
My bad.
Legendary Dragon is asking, how does the Return to Baldur's Gate achievement work? Which one is that?
Is that
Kreidel's? Jinx. So create 3 different full formations in which Delina, Minsk, and Kreidel have the highest base attack damage. 1 for each champion. Each formation must contain the 2 of the champions as well. Oh.
Okay. So make a Delina DPS team that has Minsk and Kreidel. Make a Minsk DPS team that has Delina and Kreidel. And make a Kreidel DPS team that has Delina and Minsk.
Yeah. So you pretty much have to have that champion be your main damage dealer. So you put him in, run 100 areas. You don't have to do 100 areas probably. And then end it. Once you're sure that Delina has done the most damage, then restart another adventure. Minsk, restart another adventure. Kreidel.
And one way that you can help yourself to achieve that is use champions that have a positional buff, and then make it so that the 2 that you don't want to have the highest damage are not getting positional buff, but then the one that you do want to be your DPS is. So Makos, for example, gives Dark Blessing to anyone who is not adjacent to him. So if you want Delina DPS, put Delina out there and put Minsk and Kreidel adjacent to Makos, but not Delina.
Yeah.
Then Delina's getting the buff and they're not.
And
that should make a difference.
Because we can see here on Joel Axel, we have Dark Blessing from Makos here. But then on Calliope, we don't. So.
Yeah. And then just rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Just do the set for the other 2 as well. And then you'll be done.
You got it.
Pretty easy once you know it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Belle. Now, next
What's
up.
Our next one?
Ray Cool is our next one. And they are doing Strahd's Ace Racks puzzle. Once again, just showcasing what I have set up. Though I don't use Artemis as much as anything that is helpful. There actually isn't much we've done to make this sort of better of releasing new champions. We'll see about that.
Sounds like there's going to be an Artemis DPS formation, and they're looking for advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But they think that it's not able to be improved, but we'll see. I saw someone. What was this question? Is Archon worth using as a tank? Archon is definitely, as Kaze Kochi said there, he's an okay tank and he's an okay DPS. He's really one you have to build very specifically around for it to be like effective.
He's a fun DPS to build around.
Yeah.
If you just enjoy puzzle solving, Archon is fun to solve.
Yeah. Okay, let's load it up.
Archon's not bad. He is not the best. He is not like top tier, god tier, like DPS or tank, but he is good.
He can be very strong.
Yes.
I wouldn't put him in the top 5, but in the top 5 like DPS champions in the meta, but he's still really strong.
Sean, who would you say is the top 5? Because that is a subject of discourse at the moment.
Artemis, Krond, Ashara, Zorbu.
So still Ashara.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. She's her formation is now harder to optimize, I think, but she in herself is still very strong. And then actually having 4 of each puzzle actually improves Curse of Ball to make her a bit stronger. Funny enough. And the 5th one, I kind of want to say like Prudence or something.
Really? Prudence?
Prudence, I'm thinking? Yeah, I'm trying to think of other DPS champions right now.
Pleasantly surprised. I did not think that highly of Prudence.
Maybe Frida, actually. Frida or Prudence, I think, would be my next.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I legendaried my Frida.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to switching to Frida DPS main. As soon as I get that Mehen specialization.
Yeah. I mean,
one of these days!
Black Viper is apparently good. I've seen people running. But I think she's one of those champions that again requires so much investment that it's like you have to like dump everything into her.
Yeah, and she wants specific formations. Like she wants you to be using warlocks and rogues and bards. Like your specific champions matter for that formation.
Yeah. So okay, so we got Ace puzzle here. So this one is a lot of restrictions. So strength 13 or higher, dex of 14 or higher, and a con of 15 or higher, along with Strahd being int 13 or higher. So we've really kind of cut deep here on our champion pool, and we can see that almost like a large majority of our champions here are not available. So we've kind of got who we want. It's nice enough that Dungeon Master pulled in Lucius here, because Lucius is a DPS. So for Artemis, it's actually really handy that we managed to pull a DPS in for that.
I want to say something about Lucius. I didn't care. I didn't care to give him the time of day. And then when I started my Epic account on December 1st, 2021, last year, Lucius was in the first event that I played, and I unlocked him, and he was instantly my best DPS.
Yeah.
And so I was a Lucius DPS main on Epic for like 2 months.
Wow.
And I've really come around on the guy now.
Like,
he's fine actually.
I think Lucius can do a large majority of the content in the game. I think he suffers mostly from the dot damage. His dot damage isn't really too effective, unfortunately, in this game. Mm-hmm. So I think that's where he suffers from. But otherwise, he is still like he's still
as well.
Yeah, and even Sasaspia, right? So
yeah.
But like overall, I think he's still fairly strong. Yeah, like the current meta just doesn't allow for his type of champion to really like succeed. So
it's something to keep in mind. Like if there's ever some kind of an update to the game that just like allows for dots to matter more, then suddenly Lucius and Elena and others will matter more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then just for this formation here, I think like in terms of what's possible, like you kind of fielded what you can, and you got what you got, right? So. Yep. There are a couple adventures that are like that. We could swap for Narak if we wanted to. If we wanted to buff someone's ability, but I think Beetle and Grim are your best options in this for sure. How do debuff formations stack up for pushing? I mean, they are effectively the penultimate push. Like if you do it right, debuff formations can go endlessly, pretty much.
Especially if they're sticky debuffs, like Warden.
Well, that's all. That's for click debuff stuff. So if enough debuff champions, then you kind of have that debuff push. You click damage them to death. You get stuck. You do some farming for gold. Then you bring back your DPS champions, your debuff champions, and then go again. And then you get stuck, and then you rinse repeat that until you reach the area 2000, which is the end area.
Can't even imagine.
Yeah,
that's so far beyond.
I've tried it a couple times. I don't find it very fun.
It seems tedious.
Yeah, it really is. It's just you spend a couple hours doing it. You're watching the game, and like, all right, time to switch to my gold farming team. Let that go for a little bit. All right, back to pushing, and then you just kind of rinse. That's it. So I find it a little boring. So not much we can do with this one. It'd be interesting to see. Dungeon Master really helps here. He can just pull in a random champion. I love the little stars around Lucius. It's like, hey, my guest star.
Nice. I love it.
That was a nice little addition.
A little visual indicator. This is the special guest star. Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Cool. All right, so not much we can do here. So that's, I think, very cool. Got it handled. You're gonna
Good job, very cool.
Yeah. All right, next up we got Crypt Lord 101. And what are they looking for? Hello, formation save. Today I'm looking for the running deep push formation that makes use out of Dungeon Master's Patience Young One's abilities. Oh, I love that ability. It's so cool.
That's a fun. I've got the list written down by the way.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I
was playing that yesterday and today.
Yeah. I have like a small idea of which champions are available. So we'll see if I can do it from memory first, and then we'll
all right, cool. Yeah, let's see if you can do it from memory. Don't look at chat.
Yeah. Don't chat. I won't look. I don't have the wiki open either. So.
Cool. First, do you remember what the requirement is for Patience Young Ones?
20
do you know? That's right.
Come on. Who do you think I am?
Who do you think I am?
Yeah. Genuine winning season. I'm just stuck on some unlocks like Blushi and Rhea and thought going nuts to roll. Favor always kind of helps, but like my question to you at that point is, what is preventing you from going further? Is it favor? Like, do you just have to do a free play and favor push a little bit? Is it your champion pool? Is it your gear? Are all your blessings unlocked? Do you have patron blessings, kind of patron perks enabled, or even Modron Core? Yeah. You do not need to
just your formation design.
Yeah, I want to make it very clear. You do not need to do click debuff for any reason in the game. The only reason people do it is for a big number.
Yep.
That's it. You go, I like big number, I like big gold, I like big favor. So they do that. You don't need to do that at all. That is not like every content, all the content in the game is viable through champion pool. I do like number go up. Yeah, I do like number go up. Yeah. Bigger number, better person, right? So I get it.
When number go up, I like that.
Yeah, up and to the right, right? So, all right. What are we doing here? All right, push with young ones. All right. So Blushi, Spurts.
Yep.
Nobody there that I remember. Keelek.
Yeah, Keelek.
Farida. Havilar. What shocked me was that Human's like 43, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry. Are they? Sorry. 67.
Human is actually significantly older than, say, Spurt.
Yeah. Shocking, actually.
I think it's like they added all of their ages together.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just chose a number.
Yeah. I think they're Nova as well.
That's right. Nova. Nova is the oldest person that still works for that.
Yeah.
The only age 20 champion in the game.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay. Yeah. Let's see who you're missing. Slot 1, Dahani.
Oh, yeah. The bird.
Yeah. Slot 2, you could go Blushi. You could go Donar. So there's options there.
I think Blushi's better for this one.
Sentry. You even have her on the bench.
Right. Oh, right. I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, you could go Keelek or Xander.
Easy choice.
I don't see Lazaps. You could use Lazaps.
See, I was thinking that because Goblin.
Yep.
But.
Yeah. And you could go Warden instead of Nova.
Right.
So you got like 80%. You did pretty good.
Hey, man, that's a pass.
Yeah.
All right. So is it just full? That's what we're the goal.
That gives
maximum.
You a full formation.
Yeah.
Dungeon Master plus there are 9 champions across, or there's 12 champions across the other 9 slots that you can get champions out of. And you can have a full 10-person formation with this. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so we want.
I am shocked that there's enough tanks for this.
Yeah, it's mostly tanks. I have 4 tanks. 5, sorry, 5.
Yeah, you do. It's a lot.
Yep.
And you have DPS options, Frida or Dahani.
Kill the children first.
No. The younglings.
Yeah. Tanking is a young person's game, yeah. All right, well, let's level them up. So our DPS here is going to be Frida. So we want a Charred Souls for magic attacks. We're just going to do increased Frida damage. Empowered Blessing for Keelik, which buffs his Bless ability. We need to use Centipole here because we don't have a way to get Spurt 1 slot away without losing other buffs.
It's a nasty formation shape, so whenever we can increase someone's reach with a buff, we should do it.
Exactly, yeah. Because we're looking for an actual buff, not speed, we're going to go with Sentry's Homeland. Then we're going to use Dahani for some golds. So we'll use Splash of Yellow. Lazaps can just have more health and applies the top 8 for Mass Appeal. And then we'll do Battle Master and less damage. There we go. Hey, look, that's us. Stuck at a wall? Check out a formation save. Woo! All right. There we go. That is going to be our formation, I think. Keelik it's not so good here, unfortunately. Because he wants us to check for 2 away, for multiple of 2 slots away. And that in that case, it'll only ever be 2 other champions. So it's a bit unfortunate.
It's a really difficult formation shape to design around.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it's difficult.
Yeah, we're getting a fairly good buff here off of Dungeon Master 2. It's not too bad.
Do you know you can Githzerai focus that? Narak's Githzerai focus applies to literally everything that Dungeon Master has.
Okay, we're ditching
his
Dahani.
Gold Find, his temporary
ditching
hit
Dahani.
Points, his buffing, all of it.
Yeah, we're losing Dahani. We're putting in Narak. That's too good to pass up. That's so funny. Yeah. So for newer players, Githzerai Focus is a very different ability. And what it does is that any champion with a Wisdom of 14 or higher, their formation abilities get buffed by 75%. And I think that scales a bit higher too as you level up Narak.
It does.
So in this case, with young ones, we're at 1.96 EO8. If we remove Narak, we've actually lost down to EO7. So it's providing us a fairly okay buff to boost that. So
but
that's
also the Gold Find and the hit points that you get from Dungeon Master as well.
Yeah, Gold Find's increased, 1,200 hit points. So yeah, we're pretty good here. So this is, I think this is the way I'd work it up. Sentry, is it 2 slots of Sentry? So we're never going to get Sentry's buff. Oh, no, wait, sorry, we just do this. So 1, 2. Because Blue Sheet's columns behind, Havlar's columns behind. Lazaps, I think, is just all.
This is like a bunch of kids are going on a school field trip with Professor Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
And Narak is like the TA that's been assigned to assist with this.
I hate my job. Stupid kids. Yeah.
I can't stand children.
Yeah.
But I'm here to help, sir.
And this is we go. Oh, and then of course we always want to have Spurt be dead. We never want him alive.
Always be killing Spurt.
Yeah. When Spurt's dead, he's a spirit, and all of his abilities are buffed when he's a spirit. So he's better off dead than alive for us. It's very sad, but I love him so much.
Ghosting makes him feel good?
Ghosting makes me feel. Yeah, that's true. That's good. The good thing with Nova too is we don't need her to be in front of or beside anybody, because she's all about just the highest intelligence. So which is pretty much everyone else in the party.
And if you're going to use Nova, you want to get her in as early as possible so that she can start collecting brains.
Yeah.
We have a question from Smuggle Beer that I am also curious about. When Spur is in Ghost form, what happens if you demult?
It actually increased his timer left.
Really?
Yeah, we're up, like they hit a minute left, and we're up to 5 minutes. So let's see how it's at. Here, let's stop moving. So it's at 3 minutes. We'll wait till it goes down under 3 minutes, and then we'll alt and we'll see what happens.
That's so interesting. I was not expecting
that. It refreshes it really quickly, and then because I'm familiar on it, it uses it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not actually like a refresh. It's not like
I thought the way that you said it, you meant that like it just added like 5 minutes to the timer.
That would have been cool. Yeah. So if I remove the familiar, I use it. It just it brings him alive again. So not the best interaction, but if you have a familiar on Sports Ultimate, then you're good to go. Yeah. So not the best use, but like it still resets the timer, so it's not a bad thing.
But it might be a pain because Dungeon Master's Ultimate is always refreshing. Your Ultimate has the most cooldown remaining. And that might get in the way of you actually wanting to refresh a different one. Yeah,
because Spurt's ultimate attack cooldown is on an ever increasing scale because you want him to be a spirit longer rather than shorter times. So, yeah.
So Spurt is likely going to have the longest cooldown of all ultimates that you're using, outside of ones that just have a super long cooldown like Vlania's Plane Shift.
Yeah.
So you might struggle to get Dungeon Master to refresh an ultimate other than Spurts if you're using Spurt. So maybe you want to just be careful about when you fire Dungeon Master's Ultimate if you're using Spurt.
Yeah,
just watch Spurt's timer.
Yeah, what if I had to go down a little bit and like pop someone else's ultimate
and then use Dungeon
Master to refresh it? Yeah,
then that should work to refresh that.
So we got a new wave of people in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Information Save.
Welcome.
Our goal here is to help you, the new player or veteran player, improve the formation. So ways to do that is if you want to make us an in-game ticket, you do that by using the support button on the bottom corner here, hitting OK to go to the ticket screen, or through the main menu. And then with that, we can grab your copy of your game, bring it on screen, and help you where you're stuck.
We're here to help.
Yeah,
if you want formation design advice, or if you're struggling to get through a particular adventure variant, and you want to see if there's any way that we can figure out a way to improve on what it is that you're doing, then that is what the show is for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Kazakochi is actually a good point too. You can also bench Spurt, gets rid of his ultimate, use Dungeon Master's thing, bring it back out.
That's a great point.
Yeah. It's a bit more active play, but
it's not the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, active play exists in the game.
Yeah.
There's hot swapping.
Yeah. Alorian says, brand new to the game, and thanks for the shares. Yeah, no problem. Glad we're here to help. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We also have a question show coming up right after this for community Q&A.
Which will also be us.
11? Yes, at 11. So definitely, if you're new and you have a bunch of questions, be there, and we're here to answer them. We can answer them here, and we can answer them there. We answer them everywhere.
Questions.
Yeah, speaking of questions.
Let's get through some of these because they're starting to pile up. Grail Shape, does number go up mean I need to spend my 4,000 silver chests?
Yes.
Yes, open
Come on.
them. What are you doing?
That's like one shiny. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's like 1/4 of one shiny.
Yeah.
With all the luck that I steal from people.
Yeah.
Dark Prophet question, Blueshi's achievement. How?
So Blueshi have Blueshi the 8th in your formation. So Blueshi just needs to be turned into a spirit 8 times in your adventure.
So you let Blueshi die to something, it doesn't matter. She becomes a spooky ghost, and then you have to beat a boss.
Yep.
And then if you do that, Blueshi will come back to life, and the Roman numeral next to her name will increment by 1. Yep. She'll go from Blueshi the 1st to Blueshi the 2nd. Then do it again. She'll go to Blueshi the 3rd. Then do it again, etc. And eventually you get the achievement.
I love that. I think that's such a funny...
Yeah, it's so nice.
Funny little add-on there.
She's a charming character, honestly.
Yeah. And Blueshi's really strong.
Yep.
like out of control strong.
Like, she's silly and funny, and that's fun as a meme, but also absurdly powerful buff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Neontron's asking, what are good champions for slots 4, 5, and 10 for a second champion for Split the Party? Great question. Slot 4.
Bailoff.
Yeah.
Desmond.
Yeah.
Sentry.
Yeah. Those would be my definitely top 3, just as Mars said. Yeah. Bailoff here, Desmond, and Sentry. Bailoff is a very, very strong buffer, debuffer, gold find, revival, He's your bag of tricks, really.
He does it all with style.
Yeah, exactly. Style and flair.
Exuberant style.
Yeah. Pizzazz. Yeah. Desmond is he's a good buffer and fills a really fun niche where if you have a variant with has escorts in it, then he for each escort in the formation he provides a buff, and that buff is very strong.
Yeah.
So what we've kind of found out with him is that it's for anyone who a dead champion or a dead champion or someone an escort. So in this case,
if a chicken is taking up a spot in the formation, or a crate, or a frog, or whatever, if something is taking up a spot in your formation and it's not a champion, that applies for Desmond.
Yeah. In this case too, because Spurt is dead, he's a spirit. He also counts. And when Blushi dies and turns into a spirit, she also counts. And
so Blushi, Spurt, and Desmond are like best friends club.
Yeah, they are. The three of them together are a very strong pair. Sorry, trio, not pair. Pairs two.
Yeah. Which is so interesting too, because they are completely unconnected characters. Like they're not from the same affiliation or something. Yeah. They just happen to have really good synergy.
Yes, like great synergy. Like it's. I've considered changing my entire plan of attack in this game to that because it's so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's slot 4. Slot 5. Briv is really strong.
Briv.
I love Keelik, one of my favorite champions.
Keelik's cool.
Viconia, Prudence. Darius Xander.
Shout out to my boy Xander.
Yeah.
Underdog of the game. I love you. I never use you.
Yeah.
One day I hope you will be king, but that may be a long time.
Yeah. And then slot 10. Slot 10's a bit of a hard one because like it's an okay slot. There's not a lot of really big standouts here. Havlar's really strong. Pretty strong. I wouldn't say really strong, but she's pretty good. Torgar's really neat. Honestly, the highlight of slot 10 is Alcoria. You get her through the campaign in
Waterdeep Dragon
Heist. Thank you. Yeah, so you get her through that. Everyone else is like, it might fill a nice little spot. Wolfgar is an interesting tank where he stuns a whole bunch. Jorvin's a neat DPS. Eliowic's a really random buffer.
If RNG is on your side, Eliowic can be very strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Alcoria and Tyrell are like
hugely dependent on you.
Are like your two MVPs in this slot. Like Tyrell is just in a I can't stress enough, an amazing tank.
Yes.
Yeah, if you get his ultimate cooldown to 60 seconds, he's just like unkillable. Yeah, Rosie
Tyrell
is
objectively my most survivable tank on Steam. Like he can't die.
Yeah. Rosie's old. Barrowin buffs and does some neat stuff with attack speed. Torgar is great for evil formations. Yeah, that's really about that.
Yep. So if you're going Kron DPS or Archon DPS or maybe even Artemis, then Torgar's cool.
Yeah. So Sentry, Desmond, Baloth for slot 4. Keelik, Briv, Viconia, Prudence, slot 5. Slot 10, I'd go Havilar, honestly, out of everyone. Havilar and maybe Jorvin, if you want like a kind of a different DPS.
I like Jorvin.
Yeah.
Also, he has a weird damage reduction ability that you can do shenanigans with.
I just like Murder Bunny, man.
Murder Bunny.
Yeah.
I really love the polymorph Jorvin skin. It looks so good that I forget that it's not his default look.
Yeah. Hold on, let's show off in the shop here. Packs. Where is Jorvin's polymorphed? There it is. Yeah. It looks really cool.
It looks even more like a Murder Bunny to me.
Oh, God, yeah. It looks really good. All right. What else we got? Raphael 90340. I know you guys don't do trials, so this is more of a generic question. Which buff champion you will bench do you recommend for someone that just unlocked Trials of Mount Tiamat?
Scales.
Yeah.
Scales.
So, is it Makos?
Only like 3 champions to give you that.
Makos and Palpton and...
I forget the third one.
And I know the Assault Party ones, because it's like Jarlaxle, Catti-brie, and Zorbu.
Yeah. Chat, what's the third one?
Krull. Smuggle Berry says Krull. Says Fury Pills. Yeah.
Krull.
Yeah, I got 2 Krull, so Krull. Yeah. But you don't want to lose Krull. You don't.
Yeah, because Krull is actually super useful.
Yeah.
Palton, I'll give up Palton. Who cares?
Yeah, Palton would be a good one to to dump enough contracts into to get so you have like the max scale amount and then just use Palton.
It's an interesting character because it's a weird situation where you want to invest item levels into this character that you're then not going to use.
Yeah. That's why you have to invest just enough, right?
Yeah.
America, I've been saying crawl out like a jerk. Yeah, America can't hear you. Or can we?
Try shouting louder.
Yeah.
if you shout loud enough, we will hear you. But you also might destroy the planet or something.
Yeah, yes, yeah, theoretically. I wonder where that would. Damn it! I wish I knew the math on that now. Smuggle Beer, so does Spurt alt count Strix? This is haunted, so with DM you can super stack.
I don't know that one. I mean, that's an easy one for you to check. You just throw Strix out there and then hit Spurt's ultimate.
I feel like we check this quite often. I never remember.
I don't think I've ever checked this. Maybe once. But.
So okay, stop moving. So what we're checking is Strix has an ability called Haunted. Every time a champion dies, you get a stack, and she provides a buff to all champions. So
it takes a while for that number to get high enough for it to be a significant buff.
It does count.
It's like 10,000 or something like that.
It counts.
It does?
Yep. So you just...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you put on like 10 times speed potions.
Yep.
You put a familiar on Spurt's ultimate. And you just come and check on your game in a few hours.
Yeah, you leave for a day, come back, and then you just have like...
And now you have Super Strix ready to go.
Yeah. And she'll buff all champions ahead, right? So, yeah.
That's cool.
There we go, man. That's it. It works.
Nice.
Hashtag.
I love when we can test something that's just quick and easy like that.
Yeah. Any advice for Blushi's unlock for someone with a pretty large roster? Is asking plain insane. Finding it hard to reliably lock in a DPS slot on the mission without getting shut down by some boss levels. That is a hard one.
Yeah. So you want to feed the frog. Give up champions from a slot so that you can make sure to keep a champion that you actually want from that slot.
Pretty much, yeah.
You can predict where the frog's going to land because it's always going to jump on whichever slot you have the most remaining eligible champions for. But then I guess it's random if you have a tie. But that's really all you got. Like, use that to your advantage.
Yeah. So what I did near the end was I made sure that only Ashara was left in my fifth slot or my sixth slot. So I used everyone else, kept Ashara. That way I didn't run a risk of actually losing her. So
that's bold. Trying to go for Ashara DPS in a formation where you're constantly losing specific champions because getting those bonds. Yeah, I mean, that's tough for that.
You have a full roster, right? So you kind of just do the same thing across a bunch of different slots. And kind of hope for the best, and like I have dev powers, my account's really strong, so for me it wasn't much of an issue, but others
I did Zorbu DPS for mine because it's easier to work with.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend Zorbu over Ashara in that one. Barbecane says I wanted to pop in and say thanks for help with Might Makes Right previously. Cron made the difference. It was fire and forget for me. Nice,
awesome.
Congrats, Barbecane. That's awesome.
I love when people come back to tell us that. It helped that we helped them.
Yeah, I mean, Kron just makes Might Makes Right.
Yeah.
Like it's
like it was designed for him.
Yeah, pretty much. Raphael's another question, kind of a formation question. Why did CNE think it was a good idea to have 5 exotic champions in slot left?
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. I have that same question. Yeah, it's a tough one.
They got to go somewhere.
Yeah, they got somewhere. It's like the steps to putting a champion into a slot is a lot of work. Because it has to be like there's like a list of things you have to go through, of like, all right, like are they in an affiliation? All right, that means they can't be in the same slot as the other affiliations. Okay, what classes are they? Oh, are they a rogue? Are they a monk? Are they whatever? Okay, we don't really want to double up on those, so we'll keep that in mind. Are they a DPS? Are they a support? Okay, we'll watch that too. What gender are they? Like what kind of buffs are they going to provide? And then you kind of okay, what race are they? So there's like a hierarchy list.
The further slot you put in, the more time it's going to take newer players to even get to using that champion. So, like, if we want to prioritize newer players having access to a champion, they should go in an earlier slot versus a later slot.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things. I imagine that it must be, like, the most headache-inducing part of a champion design is just choosing what seat they go in.
Yeah. Yeah, 100 champions, 12 slots. Yeah, so it's tough. Mr. Remorse says, if I'm just starting the game, is there one champion that would help if I picked it up from the shop? Ooh.
A lot.
Yeah, that's a spicy question.
Yeah, out of 100 characters, is there one champion that would help if you pick them over the shop? There is more than one.
Yeah,
there are many.
Yeah. First off, I just want to make it known for any new players, you don't have to buy champions.
You do not.
You do not have to at all. If you do, we thank you for your support very, very much. But all champions and gear and stuff is all available in game without purchasing. The only thing you would kind of have to purchase if you wanted to are familiars and like skins, right? Or chest packs if you want to do those things. But to unlock all champions in the game, you don't have to make a purchase for them. So I make that very clear.
Yep.
I know some people look at our the shop and go like, oh, there's a lot of DLC, and like we have DLC, keeps lights on, keeps me and Mars paid. So we appreciate any support in that regard, but you don't have to buy champions or anything really if you don't want to.
You can unlock all of the characters, and you can play all of the game content as totally free to play.
Yeah. Our time gate system, you get 6 pieces. You can unlock any champion we've ever had exist, except for one, which is available in the gem shop. So close this so we can take a look. Yeah. Cool. Convert. Yes. Thanks. Bye. So yeah, if you view your time gates here, all available champions. Like these are they're all available here. The only time they're not available, champions. The only time they're all event champions. The only time they're not available is when they're events running. So I can't pay 6 pieces to get Shaka because I can just go here and unlock Shaka. The event.
And the champion that's gems only is the Nerds.
Yeah.
The Nerds candy champion in slot 1 that has like 6 classes.
Yeah.
That's 100,000 gems for the Nerds. They are in the new shop only.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the new shop yet, just be patient.
They're so cute though.
They are honestly pretty cute. I love their little outfits and their little cart that they ride around in.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Then you shake the box. Oh, shake the box. Whee! Okay. Yeah. So if you do want to pick up a champion, couple of recommendations are Averin. He's a bit further down the line, so it might be a bit longer to actually use him. But Averin is like the best support in the game, pretty much.
Absurdly strong support character. He's
really just you can place him in, and he'll push your formation crazy high levels. Human is a amazing speed champion. He is they are actually a fairly good buffer, and they are really good at helping with killing bosses, based off of one of their buffs. Krull, it cannot overstate how strong Krull actually is.
First time I ever used Krull, I immediately went 70 stages farther than I had ever been.
Yeah, his debuffs they're just so strong. So would highly recommend Krull. Brave is a great speed champion as well. Really strong tank in the beginning of the game too. And later on, he's almost nigh unkillable, except unless he gets killed in one shot. Baloth is a great for gold and for buffing.
And keeping people alive.
Keeping people alive, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really... Yeah, I probably wouldn't buy anything from here. I have a love for Donar. I think he's a great buffer. He's a great healer. You really just put him to the front of the formation and you let him do his thing. So I personally...
worth mentioning Whittle for speed.
Yes, Whittle for speed. Whittle's also a decent buffer. Some fun attack speed stuff. But yeah, Donar is like my slot 2 love. And in slot 1...
Deacon or Kira.
Yeah, Deacon or Kira. Those would be my top 2. Deacon for speed, or Kira for just that straight debuff. Oh, yeah, she's so strong.
Now, if I may, I want to expand on this answer myself. In my opinion, at this point, like where I'm at, is that speed champions are the most valuable type of champion in the game, especially if you're a newer player. Because you're coming into a game, like let's say you started the game today. You're coming into a game that is in year 5 of content releases. Mm-hmm. We put out new content like every 2 or 3 weeks, whether it's a new champion on the regular, or it's new adventures to play. So it's a constant catch-up game. You're trying to get through all of this content that's been around for years, so you can unlock the new characters, that you can play the new adventures, unlock the familiars and skins, get chests, whatever. The faster you're able to do that, the more valuable your time is. So having speed champions to allow you to get through all those things is going to be of the utmost importance, just critical. So for that, I want to echo what Sean was saying. Deacon is probably one of my number ones that I would recommend. If you're going to buy somebody, Deacon in slot 1 is a speed champion in slot 1, so you don't have to wait whatsoever to get him out on the field. You can start any adventure with him on the field. His speed mechanics do not care about his gear at all, so you also don't need to invest in gear for him. There's a feat that you want, but you can just get that from a gold chest, and then there's just a specialization that you want for him. You just level him up enough to get a specialization. So I would strongly recommend Deacon so that you can go fast and make significant progress.
Yeah, I started at slot 11, not 12. So as someone pointed out, Zorbu. Oh my god, yeah. You want to talk about a really, really strong DPS at the beginning of the game.
And easy to use.
Easy to use and just grows as you use them. Zorbu.
Yeah, he has a permanent stacking mechanic where the more things he kills, the stronger he gets.
Yeah. And they're also referring to Shandy as well. Shandy is great. For speed. In my opinion, for speed champions for the newer players, I probably wouldn't focus on them too much, because while speed is great, you can't do anything if you're not killing them. You're not killing the monsters. So if you go all in on speed in the beginning, sure, you can go fast for a small amount of areas, but if you don't have the power to get further, you don't really progress that well. So I think there is a fine line of all right, get your main party set up for pushing. And then start working on speed a little bit after that.
So maybe the happy compromise that the two of us can make is a speed champion who is a really strong buffer. And so we come back to Human.
Yes. Yeah. Human, you just have to move back a couple slots and you're fine. So, yeah. So those are the champions I would look at if you were going along with the time gate, or if you want to support the company and support us by purchasing, then that is the way to go too.
Yes, thank you if you choose to do that, but you do not have to do that.
Yes. Yeah. WW Monster is asking, I have almost all the champions. I've been leveling Hugh and Briv almost exclusively. Who would you recommend I focus on next? The champions we just talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, list. Yeah. That list is those are kind of like your kind of top tier meta-y champions. So I'd kind of focus on those. And then obviously whatever DPS you're currently using that you prefer.
Yeah. Whatever your main DPS is.
Yeah. When will nerds get added to Epic? They already are to some people, because some people have the new shop. So they're only available in the new shop currently. Once that goes out to everywhere, then you'll have access to the nerds.
We're all waiting for the new shop experience to roll out to every player.
Yeah.
Right now, it's only for half the Scene players and half the Epic players, and those players have access to the Nerds Champion in the gem shop.
Yeah.
So if you don't see it yet, just be patient.
King Jam is asking, who is the DPS you're talking about with the stack? That would be Zorbu. So Zorbu is the angriest little gnome you've ever met in your life.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, sure. Wants to kill everything. Yeah. So the way Zorbu works is you want him to kill certain monster types. So humanoids, beasts, undeads, drow. You can check that by, if we stop killing stuff really quickly here. Oh, this is about to, yeah. So these people are dying too fast here. You need to stop dying. Kill everyone out. So if you hover over them, you see how it says Null, Humanoid, and Demon. So those are the monster's tags. So by checking out those, would be for here. So for Zorb, we want to kill humanoids, beasts, undead, and drow. And then for every kill you get, goes the percentage of damage against those enemies goes up by 0.01%.
Yep. And it just keeps climbing.
Yeah.
Whether you have 10,000 or a million or 10 million,
or a billion, or it's infinitely scaling. There is no endpoint. It is like a, I never remember.
Diminishing returns.
That's it. Thank you. I never remember that term. Diminishing returns higher up. So about the 100,000 to a million kills is about where you want to be. So EO5, EO6 is kind of like your good endpoint there.
And there are specific maps that are like best for farming each of these things, and there's lists for that in the community resources that people make. Yeah.
But what makes them so strong is this ability here, lead the pack. Because what that does is it'll take the like grouping of kills here, and then apply another buff to him based on those numbers. So he's kind of like doubling down on those buffs, but then those buffs are just flat damage, whereas the lifelong enemies is actually just for those specific types of enemies. So, and then he also buffs himself with a which one is it called? Is it this one? No, I don't have it unlocked yet. Where is it?
I'll level him up on mine.
Yeah. Is it not? Oh, it's because he's not in the formation. That's why.
Hunter's Pack.
Yeah, Hunter's Pack. He wasn't in the formation. That's why it wasn't showing.
Yeah.
And Hunter's Pack. So it's a buff that he applies to himself just because he can, and then to anyone who has a high enough dexterity for him. So in this case, this champion is very well leveled, very well geared and silvered and shiny and golden. So he provides an E10 buff to himself just because he can. So he's very strong.
Very strong.
Yeah.
And what I think makes him very good as a choice for a DPS is, again, that he's just so easy to use.
Yeah.
He's kind of you put him in and you forget about him kind of DPS. You don't need exact specific other champions to make him function well.
Yeah.
Just put in whatever supports you want to use, honestly.
Yeah. And one good thing about him too is that his attack actually just goes through enemies in a line. So if they're all clumped up somehow, he'll attack and damage them all at once. No, yeah. It doesn't like decrease based on the amount.
It's piercing.
Hits. Yeah, so it's very strong. Yeah, love Zorbu. I used him for God knows how long before I made the upgrade to Ashara. So then RC Jen has a question of what is your guilty pleasure character that you enjoy having in your group regardless of the details.
Y'all know my answer, Xander.
Xander, yeah.
One day. One day.
Yeah.
I believe in you, kid.
Yeah. Honestly, like I think Donar is mine. I like
not Delana, because you have a very strong Delana.
I did that for the memes though. That's not because I actually like using Delana. Actually, to be fair, I did that once her buffs came out. I did a formation with her and pushed to like 1,050, I think.
Oh my god.
With her, but I think it's because of my supports are very strong, and Delina was just kind of benefiting from how strong my supports are. So I don't think it was her herself who could do that. Yeah.
So Donar, huh? Okay.
Yeah, Donar or Ishii. I love using Ishii. I wish Ishii was stronger. Ishii's so much fun.
So cool.
Yeah, I love Ishii.
Like little machine gun Ishii always has to attack faster. So if you can get her attack speed down to 0.73 seconds, and it's just like poke, 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 poke. She just keeps going.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next formation save. This one is Charky 151. It's on Gargos Revenge Mert variant. Teammate can use to 5 Angry Heads Dragon with 699. So close to 725. Don't want to give up yet. Please help. Charky. All right. Let's get her going. So this stream, most of our streams are usually 2 hours. This one today is going to be only an hour and a half, so we're ending at 10:30. That gives Mars and I a little bit of a break before we start again at 11 o'clock for our community Q&A.
Yeah.
So half an hour.
We
should really get
some little businesses.
Yeah. We got this one and then one more after this, so it should be enough for both here.
Yeah. Oh my God, Sean. We have 3,000 people watching us on Steam.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Steam.
Yeah, hi, Steam.
How you doing?
Download now.
If y'all are chatting over there, I do not see your chatter.
Do they have a chat on Steam? Is that how that works?
I think Steam streams have chat.
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't used it myself in years.
Uh-oh, what is going on? Uh-oh.
But if y'all come over to Twitch, then we can actually see what you're saying.
Yeah. No. What are they doing out there right now?
Oh, did the service have an issue?
Yeah, I can tell because the admin page was like, MySQL error. It's like, no, not now.
Cool. So how was that concert, Sean?
Oh my God, yeah. Slipknot concert was amazing. It's my Slipknot shirt I got from one of the two I got from the.
It's a very cool shirt.
From this concert. It was weird being at a concert for the first time in a couple years.
I bet.
Yeah, it made me feel a little weird because I was wearing my mask the entire time. So was my sister.
Good.
And then everyone else wasn't. I was like, I don't like this. A couple thousand people here, and no one else is wearing a mask right now. So, but it was fine. Did my test when I got home. Totally fine. And we're good. All right. Loading up. No problems, sir. No server problems here. What are we talking about? Our hamsters are strong.
No, the game never goes down.
Yeah,
Server never.
Yeah,
has
they are.
issues.
Our hamsters are strong and diligent. We feed them well. Okay, so yeah, Gargoth's Revenge variant. So that's 699.
Yeah, you're so achingly close.
Yeah, that's
you
always
gotta
the
beat
worst.
725 and you're at 699.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
And this is I think this is the last team that fight too,
We'll
right?
see what we can do. Yeah, like everything else past this should be smooth sailing. It's really just the Tiamat fight.
I love this boss fight.
It is so cool.
Yeah.
It's Tiamat.
Yeah. All right.
She's a big deal.
Yeah, we're going back to the beginning. We're gonna not load. We're going to save this formation. All right. Any restrictions here? I forget. Piffine. Oh, just good or evil. Okay. Okay. Who's
Simple enough. No Ashar DPS. That's fine.
Who is our DPS? Was it Warden's our DPS or Kira's our DPS? Okay.
What?
That's weird.
That's no. Let's not do that.
Okay. Yeah, we're bringing out Zorbu. Where's Pei? Oh yeah, and this another thing just to kind of point out for Zorbu is when you're picking a specialization, if you want to do damage, lead the pack. This is the one that's going to do a majority of it. If you're going to be actively farming his kills, focused anger.
Yep.
So that's So
you go either farm mode with focused anger, or you go actually I need to be the DPS and push really far mode, and you go with lead the pack.
Yeah. So I would definitely use lead the pack here.
You're farming or you're hurting.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Okay, we're gonna. Who are we gonna kick out of here? I think we're gonna kick out Spurt or Freely.
Between the two?
Yeah.
Or
Talon maybe. Probably kick out Talon. And then
between the three, I would drop Talon.
Yeah, we need Human as the champion damage one. Bailoff is now buffing in front. Havlar's 2 columns back, right?
I wouldn't have Orkira in that spot. I throw in the very far back because she only buffs or heals non-adjacent.
Yeah. Havlar buffs columns behind, like 2 columns behind. Yeah, so we're fine here.
Yeah.
That's the front. That's behind. Warden. Don't. Okay, I'm gonna have Warden for. We'll probably just use Dragon Bait here. Oh hey, Reddit Q&A is going on now too. So for newer players as well, we do Q&As on Reddit every Thursday. Thursday is like your question and answer day.
Every other Thursday.
Yeah. Every other Thursday now they changed it.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Yeah. So if you have a question about the game in any sort of way, Thursday is like your day to ask it. So. Because we have streams all day.
This is pretty much the we're taking questions day.
Yeah.
It's Thursdays.
Yeah.
We always have shows that are taking questions. At the very least, my show. But Thursdays are much more focused, like all hands on deck, people taking questions.
Yeah.
So if you prefer text, head over to Reddit because you can get your questions answered there.
Jesus save 420. Love the name. What's the best pet to get first? So all the familiars do the exact same thing. They click 5 times a second.
They are functionally identical.
Yeah. The only difference is how they look. So
the best pet to get first is the one that makes you smile the most.
Yeah. The one you think looks the coolest. Yeah. That's pretty much it. How many of them you have on the field is what changes what happens. So if you're on Steam or Epic, you hold down F key, you can see all the formation boxes for familiars. If you hover over one of the boxes, it'll tell you. It'll tell you what it'll do. Right. So if you have 3 on the ground,
on the field,
it'll pick up stuff off the ground. 5, it'll unlock the bag from the boss, and 6 will just kill distractions. So 5 is your sweet spot. 6 is like nice.
And those are not exclusive. It's like a growing list of perks that you get.
Yeah.
So if you have 5 on the field, they pick up all the quest items and the gold, and they also open up the boss loot bags.
Yeah.
If you have 6 on the field, they do all of that, and they click on the distractions.
Yeah. All right. We got kill spurt. We use that. So we'll bring the rain. Throw out the crawl. Well, that might have been too far forward.
It's worth mentioning that there's a number of familiars that you can get by just paying gems instead of paying real money. And of those, the cheapest one, the most accessible one, is the Mage Hand for just 250 gems. You can get that on day 1, and you should.
Yeah. Mage Hand is like your fastest one to pick up. We're actually gonna switch Keyman up here to this.
Oh, I see some Modron chests.
So there we go. 219, 225. All right, there we go. That's better. Now we're getting the damage here. 225.
Nice.
Because we just weren't killing the these guys fast enough. I just want to make sure that we are actually killing them.
So what was the core issue with this formation?
Well, there was no dedicated DPS. I think was a big problem.
Yeah,
here.
like Orkira's the DPS, right?
She was, yeah. But now we're pushing Zorbu, who's
Good.
hitting a lot harder. But we're also having a problem here. We're not attacking fast enough. Hold on. Let's just build the game a little bit and see what we get. I'm gonna remove Boo here because in this one I don't really want somebody over the ultimate bar. Yeah, we're not.
How's our Modron core when you have a minute to check?
Yeah. It is enabled and level 13, so pretty strong.
Nice.
13 all purple. 13 all purple. Yeah. Awesome. That's good.
Yeah, nice work.
Here we're gonna use a fire breath potion. Because this way, what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to just kill the mobs off when they come on screen by clicking them, and we don't have to worry about them anymore. And then now we can just put our full focus on Tiamat. And we're going to throw Krall's ultimate at it. This way we have little pools underneath them.
I appreciate you, Kaze Koichi, bringing up the Mage Hand song from Jason Charles Miller.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mage Hand, Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Can't see it coming because you just can't.
Count Zero Interrupted was asking, does your click damage have any effect on the damage that familiars do? Yes, they're directly tied together. Because what the familiars are doing it's just like you normally clicking. Right? Yep. They're just doing it a lot faster than you are.
They are just auto clickers.
Yeah.
That is all they do.
Yeah. They each click 5 times.
With clicking is what they do.
They each click 5 times a second. So. All right. So this is going. It's a bit on the slow side, but we are slowly killing Tiamat, and we aren't dying. So that's the important.
That's
part
the
here.
most important thing. If we're capable of dealing damage and we're not hitting the dirt ourselves, then it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. The hard part with Tiamat is that Tiamat she heals. This is one of the few bosses that heals. That can heal themselves. Strahd being the other one. Because vampire, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the Strahd healing can be stopped when you're fighting Strahd. You just have to keep him away. He hits melee only, so if you can just knock him back, stun him, slow him, put a wall up, whatever. If you can just play keep away, he can't heal.
Yeah.
Tiamat don't care.
Yeah.
Tiamat heals. You can't stop it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try moving Human to the middle now. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna not be attacked though.
We have a very targeted question for you from Raphael, 90340. Sean, which one would be your preference between Vox Machina or Mighty 9 for Idle Champions?
Vox Machina. Hands down.
I think this came up last week, too.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago?
So, I started with Vox Machina. I've been watching since, episode 60. So, I've been in the Critical Role deep dive for 6-7 years at this point. I liked the Mighty 9. I think I love Vox Machina so much more. The scale difference is huge. I actually prefer Campaign 3 now over the Mighty 9.
Really?
So, yeah. The characters I think there was something holding them back in Campaign 2. They try to do the really personalized storylines. I think they were fun and nice, but they didn't have that kind of grand scale adventure, right? That I personally preferred, or Vox Machina had that. They all had their little storylines they could go into, which is great, but it all kind of culminated in this bigger storyline. And for Mighty 9, the big storyline only kind of happened at the end, right? So
yeah, if memory serves, the final battle was pretty off the chain.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but it's that final battle was nothing compared to Campaign 1.
Cool. I'll have to go back and check that out.
Hey, there we go. Team Matt defeated.
Boom.
And we're off. Yeah. So, yeah, I think.
So just do that.
Yeah, Charky. Your issue there was that you didn't have a DPS champion that was being targeted. Like Warden's great because he has the debuffs, but you needed a DPS champion there for sure. So adding in Zorbu, removing Talon, and then just
you've got the power.
Yeah, you've got the power.
You just needed the formation design touch-ups.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you easy to do. Fire Breath Potion.
The rest of this, you should coast through it.
Yeah, Fire Breath Potion keeps the mobs away. Warden is them. Sorry, I always mess that up. Warden is them, not him.
Cheers, Bell.
Thank you. Yeah. So and then getting the 3 tank line in and going from there. So the DPS Warden has a DPS tag. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess Warden does have a DPS tag, but come on, you know what we're talking about here. All right, and then last one here, we got
we got time for that.
Uzoir, maybe.
Uzoir. I don't know.
Yeah, depends what kind of accent you want to throw on it, right?
If you want to tell us how to pronounce your name, I'd appreciate it. I like getting people's names correct.
Yeah.
But they say, good afternoon. I'm playing up through Might Makes Right for Strahd. Oh boy! And I'm using Dungeon Master to bring in a random guest star. This attempt has given me dritz. Formation save assistance would be awesome. This is my first time submitting to formation save.
Hey.
I hope I did it correctly. You did.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we haven't loaded it up yet. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
That's the tricky part.
Yeah, we have to make sure that we're capable of loading it.
Yeah. What was your insight about campaign? About Critical Role? For me, I love campaign 1. Campaign 2 because Coca-Cola my attend as much. Campaign 3 is like campaign 1 vibes. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there was something in campaign 2 that they just kind of like held back a lot of their creativity, and like the chaos was reined in. I think for some reason I don't know why, but then campaign 3 is when they're like, all right, just do what you want to do, and they're like, great, and they're popping off. I love it. I love fresh cut grass. Is like my favorite. Yeah.
So it's like group 3 is more like organic and less like planned.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Okay. I'm trying to be a part of this, but I don't really watch Critical Role.
Oh, that's fair. That's fine.
I wish I did. I wish I had gotten started with it years ago.
Yes, it's a lot of content. That's the problem.
It is. There was a point like a year or two ago where I tried to get into Critical Role and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. There's how many hours?
Yeah, there's more Critical Role than there is The Simpsons.
Good God.
Yeah. Oh, it's Invincible. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Ren.
There we go. Okay. Hello. If you submit from the end of the adventure, that's totally fine. We don't need you to be at the end of the adventure to take a look or anything like that.
It's preferable, but it's not required.
Yeah. It's like you kind of get as far as you can, and then make the save, or just like if you're partway through it, that's totally fine. Like our goal here is mostly just to look at your formation and see what's going on, rather than like play the game kind of thing.
As long as we can help people, we're doing our job.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Did we miss any? Are we good on questions? Yeah, we're all good on questions. I love Campaign 3 because they're all just so funny. Oh my God, Chetney is like out of control. I love Chetney. He's my favorite character in that show right now.
Which one is that one?
He's Travis's character. He's a blood hunter, so he's a werewolf. Well, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's fine. But he's an old man gnome.
Oh, that guy
who's really into woodworking.
I've seen the art.
Yeah,
this one. Yeah.
He is everything you love to hate. He's got a tattoo. Like my favorite part about this show is like Fresh Cut Grass is a flat earther. He's a flat Exandria Earth, right? And Chetney has a tattoo that says RTA, and he's like, "Oh, it's respect the alpha." And just because he's a werewolf, right? So it just launched Matt into this thing that like the alpha theory is completely wrong, and just like like a 5-minute tirade about like how this alpha thing is like incorrect and not real anymore. It's been proven wrong. That me seem be like, just so funny. Okay, so Might Makes Right. Do we have Croned?
Yep. I know a lot of people struggle with good old MMR.
Yeah.
Especially patron versions.
Yeah, we should be using Kron, though.
You have a very thin champion pool for this.
I put Kron down, immediately turned into a gem. Come on, man.
I'm here. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think unless Dungeon Master brings out somebody like super useful, then I would use them.
Rin said their Dungeon Master brought out Dritz.
Yeah, not super useful, unfortunately. So we're gonna swap to Kron because Kron is gonna be our best friend here, and probably more damage than Dritz will do. Head needs to be. Oh, and call him and everyone in front of him. Okay, not too bad. Right, 217.
What's our goalpost for this?
750, and we're at 700. But we're not gonna kill Bell. No.
Oh no.
Not even close.
No.
Yeah.
So you might end up needing to like start this over and over until you get a good special guest.
Blushi, Nova. Like the stacking changes, I think would do really well here. If they got Averin. Yeah, okay. Blessings are fine.
Yeah.
Our perks.
The standards: check blessings, check perks, check Modron core.
All your perks are good.
Throw on potions.
We got the fast core on right now. Probably not what we're looking for. 15. This all purple? I think it's gonna be all purple. Yeah. So yeah, we want fast core. We want the Modron core, the Modus core. Sorry, for sure. So be a little bit stronger. We're gonna swap out the Beetle and see if there's any difference here. No, Kron got gemmed instantly again.
It's a shame. I love seeing that skin though. Silver Dragon Kron is very good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna kill him. No, Kron got no. Oh yeah, this one's tough. Are there any feats that we can use to like get someone in here, or is this just it? So what you need: strength 18 and int 13. Hold on.
That's what makes this so hard because there's not a lot of smart, strong ones.
Yeah, you can't be the best of both worlds. All right, so strength int 12 with a feat. So who is this? Krull. Krull doesn't have an feat. Fighter Sergeant Knox. Does he have an feat? No, but that's the same slot as Krull. Oh, yes, we can use him. But he's the same slot as Krull as Kron, so we're not going to do that.
I really think it's just all going to be about resetting it until you get a good special guest on DM, because just having like the buffs from DM, but also having the buffs from whoever else that you get to use is going to be a game changer. Just having an extra body on the field is going to make a huge difference.
Oh, so you said like recommending like this then, yeah? I don't know.
It's gonna depend on like who you get. Like Dritz, no, that's probably not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
But if you get like I don't know, Averin or something, like game over, you're good.
Yeah, we've already lost. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, okay, reset until Averin, pretty much. I honestly, and I think even Strong Core isn't gonna be beneficial here either. Is this level 15? It is, okay. So let's go back. Let's just try Kron again with the Strong Core. This.
I mean, good luck to you, Rin. I think you're at the mercy of RNG here.
Yeah, and we're not even like we're not even cracking E200 and he's E217. So yeah, that's tough.
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah, that's the person in Cell 11 is Dragonbait. You get him from the Tomb of Annihilation campaign. But he's a vampire.
I don't see anything.
Joke for a different stream. Yeah. Dragonbait you can find in the Tomb of Annihilation. He's unfortunately not strong enough for this. Yeah. I don't even know what to suggest besides, I guess reset. Like, this is a hard one. It's really much a reset until you can get the right one. Or the other option, honestly, is farming enough favor so your click damage kills. but
I don't like recommending either of those approaches.
Yeah, they're so bad. They're such bad suggestions. This is one of
those situations where you have a very limited champion pool.
Yeah.
So you got to take whatever solutions you can get with this one.
Yeah. So switching Grim to Beetle, as Kazekuichi is saying, you want Grim out first so he can stack his debuff, and then you swap him to Beetle so they can benefit from the debuff and from Beetle's buff. But the time frame to do that sucks against Bell, because Bell changes
it's a race against time.
Yeah, it's race against time. So because Bell changes your champions into gems, which then lose all their abilities. So yeah, basically at this point, like, unless you're like ridiculously overgeared and leveled up and like legendary on these specific champions, you probably won't beat this, right? I think that's the hard one. Like you need a champion that's gonna have to fit, and like we have to either wait for more champions to be released to beat this.
That is ultimately what every difficult variant is a waiting game until you get the right champions released that do allow you to trivialize it.
Yeah. Strahd's Might Makes Right is probably one of the hardest variants in the game, only because of the restrictions it does.
Yeah.
Like the tie-in of having 18 strength, reduced damage by 99%, and an in 13 or higher. Like a lot of champions don't have those requirements.
Like, it is a difficult variant, but for completely different reasons than like lessening classes or bully for you. Those will always be difficult because of their specific rules that are in play.
Yeah.
This is only difficult because of your champion restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah. So like there are options that MMR is a stat check. Yeah. That's
there you go.
That's very true. Yeah, it's really just like a stat and gear check. And whereas less than class is a champion check. It's like it's like a champion and information building check. And like how like you've played this game long enough to get to this point in the game. Like how good are you actually building information at this point? And then going from there.
What are you with Dungeon Master?
Yeah, and hopefully, fingers crossed with Dungeon Master.
Get Averin, just somebody.
Yeah.
Keep re-rolling until you get like an A-list champion.
Yeah, and hopefully it's in a slot that's not taken up.
Yes.
Yeah, like you want them in.
You want all the bodies you can get.
Yeah, 1, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Kind of your goals there. So, yeah, dance MMR. Yeah.
Good luck. I would love to hear back if you're successful with this after like re-rolling over and over.
Dex 18 or higher can be used. Dance does right. Or do dancing right. But it's the Dex version of Might Makes Right.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, can we just get, like, ability score makes right for each of the ability scores for that matter? Like,
oh, my God. Just stat check everybody. Oh, my God. In 18 or higher, yeah. That's, Barbaricade, no! No. All right, I think with
this is why they don't put me on variant design.
Yeah, and I think with that amazing idea, we're gonna call it for now. So half an hour, a little bit of a break for Mars and I. We're gonna go and then come back for community Q&A, where we're just gonna hear answer. We're gonna play the game. I'll have my account open, and we'll just be playing the game and answering whatever questions you guys have.
Everybody.
So we'll see you then. Thanks for coming to hang out in Information Save. We also have Idle Insights on later on today. I'll find out what the interview is before then, and then Developer Insights. That's gonna be a good one. So make sure to tune in. We got
be a good one.
Yeah, we got stuff all day. Thank you, Jordan, as always, for being our lovely moderator and grabbing all the questions and grabbing all the saves and stuff. Thank you, chat, for being here. Thank you, welcome new people.
Thank you, chat.
This game's huge. There's a lot going on. Don't be daunted.
Yes.
It can be a little daunting. We're here to ask questions.
To everybody on Steam again.
Yeah.
Come over to Twitch.
Yeah.
You can see you better.
Check out our Discord. A lot of really helpful people there. A lot of really friendly people will help you and make great suggestions. There's a new player channel, the information channel. Like it's the place to go if you want some extra help as well. But if not, tune to our streams where we're here to help you all the time. And so then we'll see you in half an hour. All right.
Back soon.
Bye, guys.